back
What
here.
is that thing?
Oh my gosh! Not cool. Not cool.
Hey guys!
Retro Nonsense here, and we are here to give you a recap of our experience at Chicago for C3. And we're going to try to make this brief because there's a lot of these videos and podcasts going around, so we just kind of want to mainly thank some people and give a brief little, synopsis of our experience. So first, I want to thank the Cartridge Brothers, P1 and P2, for creating this wonderful community so we could bask in all these friendships over the weekend while P1 is out there defending his country and he's overseas. So we all missed you very much, and P2 as well. He's doing his, cutting limbs off and stuff and whatever he does at his work. But we missed you both this week, and I thought about you many times when I looked around at everybody, and so we want to thank you for creating this community because it's really fantastic. And I also want to thank the people that were involved in creating this event. Diego, I know, was heavily involved, and Musty, and Travis from Polykill. And I'm not sure who else was intricately involved. I think Derek might have been involved. But whoever was involved, we thank you very much, because without all your work and efforts, we wouldn't have had this wonderful organized weekend. I also want to give a special thank you to the Q Dogs, because they organized and planned a couple of the meals, which I know was probably pretty stressful, and there was a lot to that. But thanks to all their hard work, we had a nice room set aside at these pizza places, and it was a lot of fun. I know they sacrificed some of their relaxation because they were up running around making sure everybody was, eating and having fun, and took care of all the payments and everything. So we really do appreciate all the work that went into that. While we just sat around and kind of had fun, they were scurrying around, doing work. So that was much appreciated. So other than that, I do have some thank yous for some stuff that I was given, but let's just really quickly talk about how much fun we had and anything we want to point out. How about you, Luke? You want to start?
Yeah, so I had a bunch of fun meeting all of the Cartridge Clubbers and hanging out, and probably my favorite part was going to the Galloping Ghost arcade, which is the biggest arcade in, I think, the world. It's like the biggest. It's like a super huge arcade. You go through rooms and rooms, and it's just full of arcade games. And it's $20 to get in per person, and then you can just play as many games as you want. So you're just going through all of these rooms full of arcade games, and you look at all of them, and they're all so cool, and you can play any of them, and it's just so much fun.
It was surreal, and it was overwhelming for me because I didn't know what to play. There were so many games I wanted to play, and we had limited time because it was kind of late. But I got to play through Turtles in Time with some other club members, and that was a really cool experience. We beat the game together. That was really memorable.
I was looking for you, and I walk over, and I see like 4 grown men hunched over this arcade machine, like mashing buttons.
I know I saw Mother Brain here playing a lot of the classics. What did you play?
What did I play? I played, well,
Donkey Kong.
I have to do Donkey Kong. Okay, I did fail at Donkey Kong, right? I did not fail at Mortal Kombat 2, I'm just saying.
No,
She's pretty good at that. She beats me a lot.
I also played, I did Tapper, and it was regular. It wasn't Root Beer Tapper, it was Tapper. So
It was the adult Tapper.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know. I don't know these things, but it was Tapper. I'd never seen it. Like, I had never...
Oh, you didn't?
No, I had never played it, and I had never seen it, so I didn't know. Anyway, so I got to play that, and, I did play Pac-Man.
Did you play Space Invaders or something?
I did not play Space Invaders.
Oh, you played...
I played Space Invaders.
Oh, Anna.
Yeah, Anna did.
Oh, I played Centipede. That's what I played.
Oh, that's a great game.
I love that.
Yeah, I was
played that
drawn
for
to a
a
lot of
while.
the classics as well. I did play some of the 16-bit era beat 'em ups and stuff, but I liked playing the old. I played a lot of Tron. I love that game. And I think I saw you in the F-Zero. Did you like that? That sit-down thing that was shifting
I
around?
played that a lot.
Right? And what else did you play? Anything else?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, she
Space
played Pac-Man.
Invaders.
So anyway, it was an amazing place. Like Luke said, there was, I think, almost 600 arcade cabinets there. And it just kept going and going. Every time you turn around, there was like another row of machines.
And what I thought was the coolest part was they had TVs set up on the walls around the place, and it would just cycle through the high scores of every machine they had.
Yeah. I think this place is
That's
like world
awesome.
famous, so it was quite the experience to go to this arcade.
They had the guy. They had the signature of the guy who created Pac-Man from when he went to that arcade and stuff.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
it seems pretty famous to me.
So that was a really one of the highlights of the trip for sure. But really for me it was so amazing just kind of walking around and seeing all these people that we've known over the years just through video and chatting and podcasts, just kind of hanging around together and eating and drinking and just having a blast. It was just amazing. It was an unbelievable experience. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Not that I thought it was going to be bad, but it was just
awesome.
it was just surreal. It was really, really an amazing experience, and I'm looking forward to doing it many times in the future. Hopefully next year and every year if we can. Of course, the expense of traveling is always difficult, but we are certainly going to make an effort to try to come every year that we can. So we had a blast, and it was such a great time. And again, I want to thank everybody that was involved in creating it and organizing it, and it was beyond my expectations and just an awesome experience. What else? Oh, the podcasting, the live podcasting. So there was the main event on Saturday where we all gathered together in this room and we watched 4 podcasts live, one after each other. And they were great. It was fun to be like a studio audience for the podcast. And I got to thank Baird on Mars and Bill for having me up on theirs for a couple of minutes. I was very nervous. I probably sound like a fool, but I appreciated them inviting me up.
That was funny. They were like, who can we... They looked at the crowd. They were like, all right, who can we goof on? Oh, Duke's up front. He must want to be goofed on.
So it was really fun to be in that room during all those podcasts. So that was really cool. So I guess I want to give some thanks. A lot of people gave me some things, and I want to thank them for that. It was really cool, too. One of the meetups we had in one of the rooms at the hotel, they had a bunch of Canadian snacks out for us Americans to experience. And it was really cool. It was a really neat idea for them to do that. So it got us kind of talking about the differences in Canadian culture and our culture and the foods and everything. And we got to try some ketchup potato chips, which were disgusting. No offense if anybody likes them. I know Ryan, I think, likes some rocket sauce.
But they had those hickory
sticks.
Oh,
were
the
really
hickory
good.
sticks.
They were really
And some candies that we weren't familiar with. They were really good.
Smarties are chocolate, apparently.
Yeah, their Smarties are like M&Ms.
But they're not as good as M&Ms.
No.
And poutine chips.
Poutine chips, yeah, they were good. I like those.
They were good.
And I have to thank Rocket Sauce for giving me some root beer. That was really good. So a lot of people brought some food in the rooms, and that was very nice of them as well. But I'll thank some people real quick for some of the things that were given to me. Mighty Q Dog Eric gave us this, the whole family, to play on the 3DS. We all have 3DSs, so we can share this game. I'm not familiar with the game. I've heard of it, codename Steam. I've heard some buzz, so I'm assuming it's a pretty good game. So I'm looking forward to getting into this.
Sounds like they ripped off Valve.
And I really hope I remember who gave me what, because it was like a chaos storm in that room. People were handing me things, and their arms stretching across everywhere, and I'm pretty sure I got everything down. But I'm missing some games, I think. Oh no, here we go. I think this is the one I'm not sure. I think Eric gave me this. But I remember looking in my hand and just seeing this game in my hand, and I don't know how it got there. I'm pretty sure
Maybe it belongs to somebody else.
Handed it to me. Maybe I
you.
stole it. I don't know. But I think it was Eric, so thank you if you gave me this, Eric. And whoever, if it wasn't Eric, thank you. But I think it was Eric.
Just tell us who it was.
So, and then, real quick, I'll try to make this brief. Musty gave me this. I traded him something for it. So thank you, Musty, for that. I bought some games off Nintendo Hodge. He gave me an excellent price for some of these games that I didn't have. Little Mermaid, RoboCop 2, which I was playing, and it's horrible.
It
And
is.
Star Wars, which I didn't. I've got the Empire Strikes Back, but I didn't have Star Wars, so I'm glad to have that in my collection. And then Josh Creep, I think 1337 is his Twitter handle. Knew I was
It's
10.
Leet.
Huh?
Creep Leet. That's
Creep
how it's
Leet.
pronounced.
It says Creep 1337.
That's Leet. 1 is L, 3 is E, and 7 is T.
They're
Creep
numbers.
Leet. Yeah, it's Leet.
I don't know what he's talking about, but whatever his name is on Twitter, his name is Josh in real life.
Creep
Thank
Leet.
you for the Tenjin games that I'm collecting. I think this is 19 and 20 for me, so I'm getting really close to a full Tenjin collection. That's very exciting for me. So those are the NES games I got. I bought some Atari games real quick while I was there. Been wanting Winter Games for a long time. Picked that up. This is an iMagic game, Dragon Fire. Pretty cool game. Didn't have yet. I've been wanting this one because I had it when I was a kid, Tutankhamun. And somebody told me, I think it was a Single Banana, or maybe it was Chris Roberts, told me this was a good game, Wizard of War, and it's pretty cool. So, got some Atari games, and that's all the stuff that I got, I think, right? Like anything else?
No, I don't think so.
I think that was it. What about you guys? You guys get anything?
Yeah, I got some stuff.
Okay, go ahead, Bobby. You go ahead.
Bobby,
Okay, so first let's start off with what I was given by Musty, because there was a Xbox that I was thinking about buying, but obviously then I remembered I have to fly home, so I didn't buy the Xbox. But Musty gave me Crimson Skies for the original Xbox when I do get my original Xbox, whenever I end up buying one, which will hopefully be soon. Then I bought Shadow of the Colossus off of Nintendo Hodge, and he gave me a really good price. It says $23, it wasn't 23, he gave me 5 for it, I think, or something like that. It's a good price. And then I bought 2 games from a used bookstore we went to, Metal Gear Solid 2 for the PS2, and this really cool metal Dark Souls 2 Black Armor Edition. It's really, I didn't have Dark Souls 2, and it was like $15, and it's really cool looking. So, plus it's got the DLC, hopefully, if the code still works. Then I got 2 books from the used bookstore. I got the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion official game guide for PC and Xbox 360. This completes my collection. I now have the official game guide for all three of the Elder Scrolls games I own, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. And then I got this book on the origin of Linux, the operating system, because I'm really into programming and PCs and stuff, so thought I'd buy it, give it a read, and so far it's really informative and really good, so that's all I got.
I forgot 2 things, so let me go back to me
Wow.
real quick. My friend Buried on Mars, Kevin, gave me this controller for Star Raiders, which now I can finally play because I didn't have the proper controller for it. So thank you very much, Kevin, for that. And then Retro Pixel gave me an NES controller for my NES Mini. So I only had the one that came with it, and I've been looking for a second one. So he just gave it to me. So that was very, very kind of you both to just give me these things. So thank you so much for that, guys. So, all right, Anna, did you get anything at all? Okay, she had a good time. That's
She got memories.
You know what? I will say one of the best things that happened over the weekend was Anna made a good friend. I'm not going to say her name because I'm not sure if the Q Dogs want to mention her name, but their oldest daughter and Anna palled around the whole weekend together, and it was so great to see them, hanging out and having a good time and laughing. And it was really a special thing for me to see. So I was very thankful to see that little friendship blossom over the week. So that was a really cool thing to have happen over this C3 event. See the kind of things that can happen with these
See what
events?
the Partridge Club does.
Friendships are born. So that was really cool. I really enjoyed seeing that. So thank you, Q Dogs, for bringing your daughters, because that was good for Anna. All right, Luke, did you get some things?
Yes, I did. First, so we went to this cool retro store in Chicago called... What is it called? Video Games Then and Now.
That's what it was, yeah.
And so I got 2 Game Boy games, because I'm the Game Boy. So first, I got Kirby's Pinball Land, which is a pinball game about Kirby. You guys probably know that I really like Kirby, so I'm going to try and get all 5 Kirby games on the Game Boy. I'm going for a complete Kirby collection on the Game Boy. And yeah, so, and then I also got, that was $10. I also got for $20 the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons on the Game Boy Color, and it came with the manual, and they're both in really good condition.
Wasn't it 25? Did you talk them down?
No, it was 26. Okay, whatever it was. Or no, I don't know. It was 20-something dollars, right? I don't remember.
Maybe you talked them down or something.
No, I didn't. I paid what they asked, but it was like 26 or 22. It was 20-something, but really good condition, so it was a good deal. All right, I'll talk about this. So, when we were there in Chicago, we just went to a GameStop, and so I bought Octopath Traveler, which is a really awesome game. You guys probably already know what it is, so I won't explain it. But it's a really awesome game on the Switch, and I played the demo, and I decided that I really, really wanted it, so I bought it. And this is, it's saying a lot because you guys also probably know that I hate turn-based RPGs. just because I just do. But this was good enough that even though I hate turn-based RPGs, I bought it because it's just that good. Next, I guess I'll mention, or not mention, I have to thank James Retropixel gave me a micro SD card for my Nintendo Switch. He was just asking people who had Switches if they wanted a micro SD card, which is really nice of him. So thank you, Retropixel. It's very much appreciated. And it was a large one too. It was like 100-something gigs, which is usually pretty expensive. So he just had like a box of them and he was giving them out. So thank you, Retropixel. You're awesome. And then lastly, I will mention I was looking for this at the game stores at Chicago, but they didn't have it. So when I got home, I just ordered it instead because I wanted it. I got this Splatoon 2 Pro controller. This is my first Pro controller. I've never used a Pro controller before this. I've always just used the Joy-Cons and the grip, and I love this thing. It's great, very comfortable, very responsive, very sturdy. So, yep, that's a thumbs up for me, and that's all I have. So.
Okay. Well, I guess that's about it. We just want to again emphasize how amazing the experience was, how thankful we are to the people that were involved, and how kind and generous everybody was. It was just all around an amazing experience for us, and we're very thankful to have been a part of it. All right, guys, so that's about it. I'm not sure what else to say except... Oh, no.
What?
Oh, guys, I got to go back to the 80s. I got too many time fragments to repair.
No, you don't. No.
I got to go, guys.
You don't have
I love you.
Well, I'm gonna go watch some SpongeBob.
Mommy, what's for dinner?
I don't know.